Hey guys, welcome to the channel. It's me, Daniela. So in this week's video, I'll be highlighting a few stuff that I've learned along my hair loss journey. These are stuff that I've learned through my own personal research as well as little trial and error. So if that's something you're into and you want to see a bit more videos like this, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and then also check out my Ccca hair loss journey playlist on my channel. So thank you guys so much for clicking onto this video, and as usual, don't forget to go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. So thank you guys. Let's get into the points. So the first point I have for you guys is that if you're experiencing any form of hair loss, is to go ahead and book an appointment with your doctor or your dermatologist, just so you can get a proper diagnosis. Because how can you treat something if you don't know what you're going through exactly? I feel like so often we just instantly run to Google, run to YouTube, and trying to diagnose ourselves, trying to treat the situation without actually knowing exactly what's going on. So yeah, if you're experiencing any hair loss, I feel like this was my biggest mistake. I was there like, oh, using this, using that, and then braiding my hair on top of it, which is just making the situation worse. So yeah, especially if it turns out that you have CCA, the earlier you're able to diagnose it, the more likely you'll be able to save those hair follicles, because CCA is a scarring alopecia, and once those follicles are scarred, you won't be able to repair them. No oil, no form of like topical ointment will be able to repair those hair follicles. So the earlier you're able to get a proper diagnosis, the more likely you'll be able to save those hair follicles. So moving on to the second point now, and that is, given that Ccca is multifactorial, you need to address all the possible causes of this form of alopecia. So just like how, like, if you're trying to lose weight, you can't just do ab crunches and then boom, you'll end up with a flat tummy. You can spot treat this form of alopecia, so you can't just like use topical ointments in that area and boom, your hair will be growing back like normal. So no, you need to address all the possible causes. So that includes changing your diet, using topical ointments, and using the medication that you were prescribed by your doctor or your dermatologist. And also try and reduce your stress level. So yeah, try and incorporate as much things as possible, just so you can like get the full benefit and like the best results possible. So if that includes like increasing your iron, taking your vitamin D, like do the work that is necessary. I'm not saying go ahead and take your vitamin D, because unless you're low in vitamin D, like unless you have a deficiency, you wouldn't be getting the full benefit of it. But that's where again point one comes in, and it's important for you to go ahead and speak to your doctor, just so you can know what exactly you should be taking and what aspect of your regime needs improving. So yeah, that's it for the second point. So on to the third point, and that is for you guys to have patience and actually stick to your routine before moving on to something else. I know there's a million and one different products being offered and recommended to us on a daily basis, but how will you know that a product is working if you don't give it adequate time to work? So a general rule of thumb that I like to apply to myself is just to give each product at least 3 months before moving on to something else. Because just bear in mind, the average person just grows like quarter to half an inch of new growth each month. And then in regards to trying out new products, I like to also factor in 3 different points: affordability, suitability, and am I able to be consistent with this product? So in regards to affordability, can I afford this product on a long-term basis? Am I going to be like each month like iffy about purchasing it? Suitability, can it fit into my current routine? And I think the other one is explanatory. Consistency, am I able to be consistent with this product? You guys know that I recently tried Regain, and before even purchasing it, I had my reservations about trying it, but I was persuaded by the dermatologist and I opted to get it, even though I know in regards to like all the 3 points I mentioned just now, it didn't check any of them. It's expensive, it wasn't able to fit into my current routine, and I wasn't able to be consistent with it. And you guys saw the effects of that. My hair started to fall out again. So you guys, before trying out anything else, just try and use that as a little checkbox: affordability, suitability, and consistency before incorporating anything else into your routine. And then for myself as well, I just like my routine to be simple and straightforward. The more simpler it is, I think the more I'm able to be consistent with it. And if you're able to be consistent with it, then you guys know you're more than likely able to see results as well. So that is it for the third point. Moving on to the fourth point. So you went to your doctor, you're being consistent, you're doing everything that you're supposed to be doing. You're finally experiencing hair growth. The hair is coming back. You put in all that work now and the hair is finally coming back. Woohoo! But guys, for the fourth point, not trying to dim your light or anything like that, but just bear in mind that this new growth, the hair will be a bit different from the regular hair texture that you're used to. So many of you have commented on the previous videos as well, saying the same thing, and I've experienced the same thing as well. And like, some of you are like, oh, what do you mean? So when you're actually, the hair is actually starting to grow back, a few things that I've noticed. First, the texture is different. The density, because bear in mind that CCA is a scarring alopecia. So some of the hair follicles were scarred. We can't do anything about that. We can only try and preserve and prevent further scarring for the hair follicles that are left. So the density isn't there, so it's looking a bit sparse. I've shown that in previous videos as well. And then the hair shaft, it's thinner than the regular hair strand. I was trying to like save some of my hair strand like in the shower because it didn't work out. They weren't like that visible for me to like show it, but I'm going to try next time again. But yeah, that's a few things that you want to bear in mind. The thickness of the hair strand is completely different. It's way less than the normal hair strand. So yeah, when the hair starts to grow back, it's seems as though it's a bit more fragile than your regular hair. So all the hair in the other section seems to be growing back normal, but the thickness, the density, and all of that for the affected area, it is different. So you guys, that's just something you have to bear in mind. Not trying to like be a bummer, like put a little in your like, oh, progress, but it's just the reality of the situation. And then also for some areas you might just only experience like peach fuzz. It might not like move on from that stage. So yeah, unfortunately that is the situation we have to be dealing with. But on the positive side, at least you know that you've been diagnosed, you know what the situation is, and you're able to manage your expectations as well. So you guys, that's all the points I have for this video. Hopefully you guys found it informative, and if you did, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and let me know as well if you want to see more CCA related videos as well. So as usual, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. So bye for now. Bye.